Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching today. So I had this idea to do a little door hanging Valentine's gift. So I'm not sure exactly what to call this. Obviously it'll be in the title when you watch this video, but at the time of making it now I'm still a bit unsure, but it's a door hang anyway. So you can make this for any occasion. It doesn't have to just be for Valentine's. I think they'd be lovely for birthdays. It's a bit like a Christmas stocking, you know, you hang this on the door. It's a nice little surprise when the person wakes up in the morning. Kids, adults, you know, everyone's going to enjoy this. So the idea I've got is it's going to be filled with all things that they're going to enjoy. So I've got a chocolate bar here, which I've just wrapped. In here is going to have some scratch cards. I'll show you and talk about all these pieces in the video. Then in this one here, there's going to be a photo. This holds a gift card. So I'm going to get a gift card, and I've just used one of my wax seals with the "with love" on there. And then I've got a little thing here, it says XOXO. I can write a little message on there. I'm thinking about maybe getting some heart printed socks and roll them up in here because there's quite a lot of space. I'm going to get some love heart sweets, maybe some more sweets that are Valentine's, you know, love themed. Pop them in there. Rolos. Oh, do they still make Rolos? That saying, do you love me enough to give me your last Rolo? But anyway, you get the idea. But if you're not doing Valentine's, then you can just fill this with you know, things that they're enjoying. Just think of a Christmas stocking and what you'd put in there. It's kind of that, but it will hang on the door. So I do need to fill mine up a bit more, but it will hang really nicely. Or if you want, you could have it just, you know, standing up. You don't have to cut this piece, and you can maybe have them as a little table favour, you know, if you're going to do a Valentine's meal. So let me show you how to make it. So I've just pulled out all of my love related stickers, ephemera. This here I've never even opened. I was actually sent it for a commission, the whole collection, so I never got to use all the bits, but there's some really nice little vellum pockets in here. I love the XOXO, so I'm probably going to pop a couple of those in there. I've got these little shaker little domes here, and that one says lots of love, so I think I'm going to use that. And this is the Paper Posies, is the paper that I'm using, so it was a couple of sheets I had left. Just saw like the "with love" and the bunting, and they're the puffy stickers from the Paper Posies as well, so I might do something with them. So I'll show you how to make the rosette towards the end. I've made a gift card envelope, so I used the envelope punch board to make the gift card. It's the very first one, piece of 5x5. Your score line is at 2. But if you don't have the scoreboard, check out my envelope tutorial there, and you know, it talks you through how to make this yourself, any size. But I just thought that would be nice. So I'm going to get a gift card from somewhere. It'll be a coffee shop one probably, and I'll put £5 on it. So that's all done. But you can fill this, as I said, with anything you want. I've used this old Crust 2 embossing folder, which has got all the hearts on it. So I've already done those ones there. And then the cardstock. So you want a piece of 12 by 12. Actually, no, it's not. It's just under, because that needs to come off. It's actually 11.5 by 11.5. So I'm going to just trim that piece off. Okay, so if it's directional, if you've got a pattern on your card or your paper that you're using, make sure it's the right way up. And you're going to score at 1.5, 5.5, 7 and 11. Then pop it on its side and score at 1.5. And then you're going to score at 4.5. And then you want to miss this section and then score at 4.5 again. So I'm just going to eyeball it there, but it should be that one, hopefully. If you want to pop a ruler down there and just lay it down flat, then you'll be able to see where you need to cut, like so. And then actually we're going to carry on all the way across on that one. So what you could do is, if you flip it and then score at 4.5, past the first score line, past the second, and down to the third, it's just a cut line, so it doesn't matter that the score lines are in, you know, kind of opposite ways there. But you just don't want to score there, because that's where we're going to attach this piece. So I mean, you could score right the way through if you're not bothered about seeing a little bit of a score line either side of that, but as soon as you start adding score lines into areas that you don't really want it, it does weaken it slightly. So that's what you want to do for that piece. And then for the rosette, while we've got the scoreboard out, you'll want 2 pieces of 1.5 by 12. I've done 1.5. When you double them, so to know the size of the rosette you're going to do, whatever width your strip is, you double it, and that's how big your rosette will be. So this is going to be a 3-inch wide rosette because each strip is 1.5 wide. So if you don't want one that big, then do 1 inch. If you want yours bigger, then do 2, and then it'll be a 4-inch diameter. So you just double, you know, the width of the strip that you're going to do. That's going to give you the diameter size of your rosette. So I want mine to be 3 inches. So 2 strips of 1.5 by 12, and then just score every 1/2 inch all the way along. So 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, all the way along. Do that on both, and then concertina fold. So just mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. I do have tutorials where I've made rosettes, so I will link up those now because I think they're all in a playlist on their own. So you can have a look there because I've done loads of different sizes, and I've made kind of like Halloween wall art with them and all kinds of things. Rosettes are lovely to finish off projects. So you've got that, but then what you want to do is cut off the end. So you could actually do 11.5 rather than 12, and you're just going to remove that because you want one. We were going to do this towards the end, but now I've done this, I might as well keep doing it now. So you should have a mountain at the start and then a valley at the end. Add your glue to the end here, like so, and then grab the mountain and put it over the valley. Spread that glue out like so, and then flip it, and then do the same at this end. So you've now got this ring, and we'll leave it there for the minute, and I'll show you how to get the rosette at the end. Okay, so you want something like that. So you can get rid of the scoreboard now. So you want to fold and burnish all of your score lines. Okay, so what we're going to do now is remove, if I get my pencil here, we're going to remove all of this side. So I've got it so that the 1.5 piece is on the bottom and a 1/2 inch tab is on the right hand side. It's this top section up to this score line here. Then leave all of that and then do the next piece all the way down there, and all of this as well, and even that side bit. So all of that whole piece is going to come away, and you'll want to remove that little corner there as well. So you should now look like this. You then want to cut up all of the score lines along the bottom. Like so. And then the square ones, you just want to take a little bit off of each side, because those are going to be the tabs that we fold in. Because this is all of the base now. So we're going to keep all this here because it's just going to make it nice and strong. So, and then what's going to happen is this will come around and that's going to stick on the side there. So this one, so if I open it back up now, this one here is going to be the last one to stick down. So keep that as it is. This one here, just take a little wedge off either side there as well. It means that all of this will be concealed under that one piece there. So flip it over, and now in here is where I'm going to stick my pattern paper there. So this is from the Paper Posies 12 by 12 pad, but I've just had, if I show you, this is all I've got left. Literally one, or was it 2 of the big blue sheets, and then it's just all full of scraps. And I had this one left, so I thought I would use it on a Valentine's project. So this one measures 3 3/4 by, I think it was 9 3/4. Yeah, 9 3/4. And I'm going to start using the construction glue now because I really want to start to add a lot of strength to this. So this is going to dry nice and hard in between. So if you're, this is a 220 GSM weight, this is like a 150 or something, but I think I might add a piece of white card on the back as well. So the same 3 3/4 by 9 3/4. I'm using the same glue, and that's just means then we've got a really strong piece to hang, you know, whether it be on the door, you know, or anywhere that you're going to be having this. So it all depends on the weight of the card that you're using to start with, and if what you're putting in might not be very heavy, so you might not, you know, feel you need to. But I'm going to cut another piece now of white and stick that on there, because you want to stick this all down before we die cut circles or whatever shape you're going to do. Okay, so that's now already starting to strengthen. Now I want to die cut a circle in the top here. So I've worked everything around this chocolate bar, which is going to go in the back. You can see that's got room there. So you may not want yours to be as tall as mine. So, you know, you can kind of see how it's all working now. So if you want to reduce this, then you can. So if you've got punches, you might want to punch through this, but I am going to die cut this. Now, because of how we've cut this, if you fold that over, you'll be able to fit that through a standard die machine, but you won't roll the whole thing through. I'm just going to pass it over this part and then just reverse it back again. So I've got this one as well, because I want to have a little frame. So it's going to be, I reckon, I'll come up a little bit. So maybe there. So take some, let's use this one here. You just want to tape it in place. So yours might be a square, oval, star shape, you know, depending on the theme, because this doesn't have to be just for Valentine's Day. This would be a nice birthday. You know, it's like a Christmas stocking, you know, you could have this as a birthday door hanging, so that, you know, the day of their birthday, when they open their door, it's hanging there for them. I think that would be quite nice as well. So I'm going to, so pass it through. I might pop some copy paper on the top of that from any marks that you might have on your top plate, and then I'm just going to pass through. Should cut through all three. If not, pretty much, you know, it will go through most of it, and I might just have to help it a bit. So now I take that one away. Yeah, it has cut through. And just to feel it there. In fact, I'm going to just run that through one more time, because it is pretty much through. I might just need another go. Just a little bit there, but if it does tear, oh no, well, I can just add the frame on the back as well, but you can't see that. No, that's worked perfectly. And then I want to do a holographic frame, because I just love the holographic card. So I'm going to take the next size up. I'll give you the measurements of the circles actually, because you might want to do yours similar. So you've got a 2-inch diameter there, and then this one is 2.5. So I'm going to put them in here and just sit the one in the middle till you've got a nice kind of equal frame there, something like that. Tap that in place, and I'm just going to run that one through. So if you want to do 2 frames, then you can, to cover the back, but I'm not too worried. I think that's pretty neat. So I'm just going to use some quick grab glue there around the frame. If you ever get any glue on your mirrored card, just rub it, just use some rubbing alcohol, just spray it onto a bit of kitchen towel and rub it on, and it will take it straight off. Okay, so that is now all secure. So then we can pop some glue on this one here. You might want to take a little bit off of the corners there, but definitely the top one, because again, it just stops it hanging out. Now if you just sit that one flat and lay that flat, you can just fold that one and it should all line up like so. And then just go back the other way there and burnish it. So you can see we've got the bottom there starting to come together. And then remember, the one at the front is the last one to stick down. So I'm now going to use my stronger glue again. Bring in the back one first. Bring down the back one first. And add my glue. And then just bring down this side. And then this one. And then you can bring that one down. If you just hold it up, inside will be nice and neat. You can just add a bit of pressure there until that's all secure. And again, if you want to add more strength to that, you could line that now with a bit of grey board, or just put a few more layers of a thick card sandwiched between, you know, your Calcott glue there or your construction glue, and that's just going to strengthen it. So whilst that's drying, I've got these two pieces here, which are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4, because this is 3, yeah. And then to go on the very front, I've just got the same pattern again, but to be honest, for me, you're not hardly going to see this because I'm going to be sticking the rosette and everything else on the front. But this piece here is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to get all that stuck down, and then I'm going to get my glue gun on, and we can do the rosette and a little bit more decoration. Okay, so I've just been getting things ready to decorate it, and I'm going to wrap the chocolate bar just so it hides the branding and just so everything matches. So I've just got a piece of paper that's going to kind of match. It's like the peaches and coral colours. So I've just measured the width of the wrap that's already on the chocolate bar, and it was 6 inches, so, well, just under. So I've just cut this piece to 6 inches by 12. I don't need all of that, but I'm just going to keep it nice and tall and just wrap that over there, and then I can just trim away the excess there. So that can just go in there. I could stamp on that. I might stamp some hearts and stuff. You can obviously be very creative with this, but I've just cut this pretty bow, so I'm gonna add some glue on there. Just let your glue cool just for a few seconds, and it will stop it really just, like, you know, splodging out everywhere. It's probably not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. If you just let it cool a little bit, it will just kind of stay there. I like that. I think that looks quite pretty. So this one here, I've just put a foam dot on the back so it's ready for me to seal, but imagine what's that, you know, that's in place. I'm going to get some scratch cards as well and make another little envelope for them. So it's kind of like a loaded pocket. So if you've made those, you like to do these for like friend mail, this would be lovely for friend mail actually. So then the rosette, we're going to start decorating the front. You want to push it all in on itself and then just squeeze it together. Make sure you've got something protective on the bottom. You don't want to, this table's fine because it's my craft one, so it's got all marks on it, but I'm just going to add my glue on there, and then I've just punched these 2 circles. Put that one straight on the top. It's going to be covered with other things. Just hold that there for a minute. Just make sure it's kind of evenly fanned out, and then I'm going to flip that over and then just fill the inside with glue there, and then just pop that one on top. So it's all sandwiched together now, so I can just hold that there. Okay, so then this is going to go on probably maybe there, and then I can bring in some other little bits. See, I really like, I've got all these toppers and I've got these as well, so it might be quite nice to back that with some heart paper. I'm going to have a little look in my stash, maybe have that there. And then I've got this one here, a little something, and it's from the same collection, but that could be quite nice stuck on the chocolate bar actually. And you just fill it, just load it up, you know, go a bit over the top with it. These are all part of this same collection, so all the colours just work really well. See, I love that little tag. That probably is a bit too much. Lots of love. There we go. That would be nice in the middle. I like that. So I maybe might have the rosette that side, because the chocolate bar is kind of, it's going to be, I'm going to put, like I said, a lot more in this. This is just to give you ideas for the minute, but I think, yeah, if I back that heart with some nice paper and have that one there, and then I could maybe take, well, you can see where I'm going with this. I'm going to pop it on high speed now and just have a little play around. So that's everything decorated. The rest that's left really is for me to fill this. So I think I'm going to look out for any kind of Valentine's themed scratch cards, because they always have themed ones at Christmas time. They're obviously festive, and there was even a bingo one for when I done the bingo. But I'm going to probably put a scratch card in there. I'm going to pop a photo in this. I found it in that same kit. I'll try and, well, I'll link the name of it. It's Heritage. There's some really sweet little bits in it, and it was by Maggie Holmes. Like I said, it was probably 18 months ago now, but I'm going to pop a photo in there. I'm going to pop the gift card in there, and then that XOXO I just really like, and I think I'm just going to write a little message on the back and just keep that in there. But the more, once that's packed out, and I'm going to get a couple of other sweets. I'm going to get some love hearts, they're going there, and also, what was the other? There was another sweet I was thinking about. Anyway, but you can see what I've done on the front here. Just stuck the lots of love, stamped a little Be Mine, and then I've just added some matching, you know, toppers here. I used the same embossing folder to back that heart, and then added some more hearts, stuck that one down, added the bow, and then it will all stand up. I mean, it leans forward at the minute because I need to put more in there, but you could just put some tissue in there if you wanted to, but it will, I mean, it holds it fine. It's a really nice, you know, strong piece, and I love it. I think it's really, really cool. You can see that all sits in there nicely. So I hope this has given you some ideas. Like I said, it doesn't have to just be for Valentine's. Think of birthdays as well. And you can customize this, you know, if there's a Marvel fan that you know, or, you know, someone that likes golf and stuff, then you can really personalize this. Actually, talking about golf, I think of socks, but you could easily pop some socks in here. So I might see if there's any heart printed socks just wrapped up or rolled up on the side there. Would look really nice. You could put a tie in there. Literally, it's just a nice little token just to hang on the door, and it's an easy one to kind of, you know, pop there, you know, at night time, before, you know, when everyone's gone to sleep. No one's going to really hear you do this, so I think it's a lovely little surprise, and I think the kids are going to really enjoy it. So yeah, as always, I will link as much as I can in the description box below, and I'll be back again soon with more Valentine's makes. Take care. Bye.